Hello, my name is Tom Stiles, and this is Tom's Radio Room Show number 269. And what you're looking at is something I got last week from one of my subscribers. I always love to get things, these old radios stuff, even if they don't work, just to kind of review them. Maybe I can fix them. So thank you for that subscriber who wishes to remain anonymous for sending me this radio. And why did he send me this radio? Well, mainly because many shows ago I did a review of its cousin. And this is a GE scanner radio, would you believe? And it's an analog scanner radio. It's got 4 channels. And what you do is you open this little compartment right here, and it gives you access to these 4 tuning knobs, and you manually tune each channel. And then once you've done that, then you put the cover back on and you're ready to scan. And it tunes from 150 megahertz to 174 megahertz, actually 175 megahertz. And the reason it uses that band because in the time frame when this radio was released, most of the activity that scanners wanted to listen to was in that band. That was the business band. That's where your fire and police were. So that was the most active band. Like I said, it gave you 4 channels that once you manually tune these things, it would scan those 4 channels. Wasn't too accurate because it is analog. But back then, the signals were very strong, and you didn't have to precisely tune the frequency like you do nowadays for a lot of the utilities and stuff. So he had seen my video of this guy, which I just keep it around for nostalgia. So he had the cousin to that radio set up very similarly. It's much larger. Has a handle. It can be powered by batteries or a built-in AC adapter. It has, as far as controls on the side, it has volume, tone, and the tuning knob is on this side for the AM and FM section. This also has an AM FM receiver, again analog. Now it has a few small problems that probably are due to the fact that a lot of the switches and contacts need to be cleaned, which I haven't done. I just wiped it off and I put it on my table, and here we go. But it kind of works. And you program this one similar to how you program my other one, in that on the bottom here, which is kind of not accessible, but on the bottom here are the 4 tuning knobs for the 4 channels. And what you do is you put it in manual mode, and then you select the channel, and then let me zoom in a little bit here. Zoom, 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 zoom. Over here, you see this dial, which I thought was an S meter, but it's not. It's the dial showing you the frequency that you've tuned to. So you reach down here, and I'm on channel 1 right now, and you tune it in, and you can see that dial move, indicating what frequency that channel's on. And if I turn the volume up a little bit, I think I can pick up at least. Now this, as I said, this band, 150 megahertz to 175 megahertz, is not as active for utilities such as fire and emergency. They've all moved up to probably 800 megahertz. But this is still an active business band, and the NOAA weather channel is still in this band. So let's see if we can pick up a NOAA weather channel. Should be down around 162. Okay, there's one. Okay, there it's picking up no other channel. I actually can pick up 2 channels in my area. And so now that particular channel of the 4 is tuned to receive NOAA weather. So then you would go to the next one, use the next knob, so on down the line till you've tuned in 4 channels that you want to scan. Now, of course, NOAA weather channel is not typically a channel you want to scan because it's always on, so the radio would always stop there. So what you can do is use this switch to disable that channel and then enable your other channels that you want to listen to and put it in. I got it in manual mode right here to program it. Put it in scan, and it will scan whatever channels you have selected for it to scan. Now, if you want to listen to the NOAA weather because conditions are getting bad, then you can put it back into the manual mode, select this one, and push this manual advance to get to that channel, and then you can listen to NOAA weather. So you don't have to tune it back in because you've already tuned it. So that's how that works. It also has an AM and FM tuner, which you select by this selector here. And it has a squelch control, which you use when you're doing scanning so that it won't stop on a frequency or on a channel that doesn't have any activity. Now, that's one thing I've noticed is the squelch control needs to be cleaned. It's very scratchy and it's in and out, so it definitely needs to be cleaned. So that's basically the radio. It's got a built-in antenna. I'll show you in a second. It does not have any external antenna connections. So here's the telescopic antenna. And then let me turn the volume down because it's going to be pretty loud. If I go over here to FM,
it's Czar to win the Ultimate 98 Rock Fest.
That works great.
Brought to you by Coors Light and Metro PCS. Check it.
And the AM band works. I haven't tuned anything. Oops, where's that tuning knob?
Crazy night in Tucson after.
So basically the radio works. It needs I think some of these switches need to be cleaned. It's kind of intermittent. Squelch needs to be cleaned, but other than that, it's working fine. And I really appreciate the person that sent me this radio. And if any other of you out there have a radio you don't need anymore and would like to send it to me so I can do a review on my show, I would appreciate that. So thanks for watching. Bye-bye. I forgot to say it to GE. Oh well.